All right, so check this out. Look at the article right here from CNN Business. Angry Chinese take to the U.S. Embassy's social media to vent about their plunging stock market. What? You trying to tell me that these Chinese people have to go to a U.S.-based social media account to vent their frustration about the Chinese stock market going down? Why would they do such a thing? Let's talk about it. So check this out. Hong Kong, China. Tens of thousands of people in China are flocking to an unusual venue to vent their outrage about the continuing meltdown in the country's stock market. Yeah, the stock market in China is crashing. It's going down. But why would they go and vent their outrage at the U.S. Embassy? They've been posting comments on the Chinese language social media account of the U.S. Embassy in Beijing, expressing anger and frustration with the market crash. Should they not be going to Jingjing? Should they not be going eternally within other social media platforms within China to vent their frustration? The mainland Chinese market slumped again Monday after their worst week in years. More than 1,800 stocks on the Shanghai and the Shenzhen markets, accounted for a third of all stocks listed in China, went down more than 10%. A post by the embassy Friday on Weibo about protecting wild giraffes in Africa attracted more than 160,000 comments, many of which were unrelated to animal protection. Quote, "The U.S. government, please help Chinese stock investors," a user wrote in a repost of the article. They're coming to one of the opponents of China asking for help. Many posts later appear to be scrubbed by censors. Boom, there you go, right there. China is censoring their people and their frustration about the stock market. Now, why would you think they would do that? Well, because, think about it. Fear loves company. And that fear will be a cascading effect rolling down an already impacted stock market. That would just cause more people to react and sell their stock. So you got China over here restricting the comments of their people, of their citizens. And the Chinese people are like, all right, cool. You guys want to do that? I'll just go and place my frustration on the U.S. Embassy's social media websites. You can't block that. But can they? Chinese authorities have recently stepped up their censorship of criticism about the stalled economy and the market chaos. CNN has reached out to the U.S. Embassy for comment. On Monday, the Shanghai Composite Index dropped for a sixth straight session, 6 days. Boom, going down. Down 1%, and hitting its lowest close in over 4 years. Last week, it fell 6.2%. The biggest weekly loss since October 2018. China is having problems, issues. America and their stock market, the Dow, the S&P, and the NASDAQ, all are making all-time highs. Makes me wonder, are the Chinese people buying American-based stocks? The Shenzhen Component Index swung wildly between gains and losses during the trading day, before ending down 1.1%. Just last week alone, it was down 8.1%. Internet users likely chose the U.S. Embassy's Weibo page to protest because other outlets have been closed off. For example, CNN gives us an example. China's market regulators have disabled the comment sections of their own social media accounts, locked down. They don't want to hear them. So when you restrict a citizenship, people from venting, you're just creating a more volatile population. since late last year. Some of China's most prominent analysts have been subjected to social media restrictions that appear designed to reduce their ability to comment on the country's economic problems. Shut it down. Shut it down. But then you got this person right here that I see on Twitter. Look at this. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but it's the Kiboshi letter. This was what? On the 4th, 9:07 p.m., he tweeted this out. Breaking: China CSI 1000 Index is now down 8% today and 30% in the first month of 2024. Over the last 10 days, China's CSI 1000 Index is down a massive 21%. Just minutes ago, China's government pledged once again to help stabilize the markets. They're throwing darts at the wall to make sure that the market doesn't crash. This comes after countless stimulus measures and even a short selling ban at some Chinese brokerages. Last week, Evergrande, China's largest property developer, was ordered to be liquidated by the Hong Kong court. What is happening in China? Crash? That's what's happening. A depression? A recession? That Jerome Powell, Janet Yellen, all foresee to occur in the United States. If your global partner is going through problems, you don't think it's going to come to your shore later on soon? Of course it will. Here it is right here. Let's look at this on the max. Look at that. Just the first couple of months in the CSI 1000 down massively. But then when you look at the market today, it's up 7%. Wait, something happened. Let's go back and look at this guy's channel or page. Okay, so look at this. China's CSI 1000 Index surges 7% after Chinese President Xi discusses stabilizing markets with regulators. The index now is on track for its biggest single-day gain in history. Yeah, injection, money, printing. Let's try to figure something out so that we can quell this fear that the Chinese investor currently is going through. This comes after nearly $7 trillion of value has been wiped out of China's stock market. Not even short selling bans and various stimulus measures were able to stop the crash. Did President Xi just set the bottom? Maybe. Much of the recent weakness has been concentrated in small cap Chinese stocks. Markets are looking for signs of Xi planning to support these small caps. Until then, we expect volatility to remain elevated. All right, give me your thoughts. You have Chinese people mad because they are being censored on their frustration about the stock market. And then you have President Xi currently coming through and trying to ease that frustration, making currently, as what this tweet says, the biggest single day gain in history. Give me your thoughts. Make sure you maintain a profitability. And as always, trade different.